Hey everybody, not sure who's here. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties. Um, so thank you for joining us if you're here.
And if you're not here, thank you for joining me.
Yes, thank you for coming to watch the replay. Um, at any rate, today is
Day three,
yes,
closing ceremonies.
yes. I'm Salena Billings,
I'm
and
Steve Billings,
yes, and we are Aloha
Aloha
Concepts
Concepts Marketing.
Marketing. And here's a little recap of what we've been through so far. On day one, we covered why digital sovereignty matters. And what did we do on
Day
day two?
two, day two was what is digital currency or blockchain for and how it impacts our lives.
Which is the dental basics of digital wallets. And today we'll be talking about the initial steps to get started. So,
And the big three categories we're going to go over today are digital wallets and exchanges and communities.
and, just basically watching how a transaction moves on over blockchain or a digital wallet system. Also, it's helpful to know that you might be using a digital system already and not even aware. So, for
Sure.
instance, if you have online banking, or you use Venmo, or you use Zelle, or Cash App, or any of those apps, you actually are already using a digital system. Hi, Nina. And so, basically, what it is a way to move money, but those apps that I was just suggesting are centralized systems. And what we are talking about here is a decentralized system, meaning there's no middleman, there's nothing in between. Um, if I wanted to send money directly to Nina, I could, and I wouldn't have to deal with a bank. And so it's a very different way of doing things, and yet it really kind of puts me in control of my money. We talked a little bit yesterday about the fact that if Steve goes to the bank or his direct deposit goes to the bank, when he wants to send money somewhere, sometimes I'll say, no, you can't. So basically, it's not really your money. They call you your bank, they call it your banking account, but it's really not your money. And so, what we're learning here is how to take control of our money and our ability to do with it whatever we want to. And we're also learning that it's happening around the world. There are central systems that are attempting to control how you spend your money.
But one, the funnest thing about it is learning to have our money work for us instead of our money working for the bank.
Right.
So
Because isn't that what it's
that's
doing? You're just
that's
loaning your money to them, right?
that's a big change, and that's fun and exciting.
Yeah. So this is all exciting information simply because we keep saying it over and over again. It's leveling the playing
That's
field.
right.
We're not the only people who are able to have control. Everyone that's choosing to go with a digital system is learning that it's decentralized and that we can be in more control. And we also have more ways of earning money than we did before. We don't just have to,
And your
you know,
money can earn money.
yes. And you don't just have to go get a job. There's many, many different ways that are opening up um,
That's
to
so
us.
true, even like with Google or, there's many other platforms as well, Pinterest, I'm sure, and Shopify. There's all different types of way to monetize an
Amazon.
online
Yeah.
presence. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So we know we're not alone in learning about this because most of the people around us haven't yet started this paradigm shift into digital sovereignty. And it isn't about going all in or doing anything all at once. It's just about one small grounded step in a direction. And so even if you're here, like Nina has been here for the last couple of days, asking questions and understanding what's going on, that means you're already stepping in because you're simply curious. And that's all we really want to do is help you get curious about, what's out there and how you can put it to work for you
Yeah,
instead of you working for money, your money is working for you. That's what we call smarter than money.
that's right.
Hey, Veronica. Yes, yes. And so After doing some research, I just want to share a little bit about my experience. We now have a few digital wallets, decentralized digital wallets. One is a hot wallet, and you'll learn about hot wallet. Tell us about the different wallet types.
Well,
There's a
a hot wallet is just a wallet that you're going to make a transaction with. You're currently using. You have an assignment for it, for the money that it holds. You don't want to hold long term. So it's a short term holding wallet that is utilized to move funds, whether you're buying something or transferring something. That's a hot wallet. Then a custodial wallet would be a wallet that is held for you. Most large exchanges offer custodial wallets. And essentially, what that means is that it's my wallet and it's my money in my wallet, but it's being housed, kind of like an online bank. They're not. And they'll make sure to, any exchange will make sure to announce up front, we're not a bank. However, like a bank, it can hold some money for me that maybe in the medium, like I'm not really quite sure what I want to do with it. I don't want to put it in cold storage yet. I'm not quite ready to move it in my hot wallet. So I'm going to leave it on the exchange with which I acquired the digital currency in like a vault, if you will. And then the cold storage is the one where you're not looking to move it, you're looking to hold on to it. And so the process would be I take money out, I either get money from an exchange and I put it in wherever I want to use it, or I take money from a cold storage and move it up into the hot storage, hot wallet, I should say. And then that way I can use it if I want to acquire something. And so those are really the three styles: hot, custodial, cold.
And he's leaving out that you'd likely normally take money from your bank, to take money from your bank to move it to one of these wallets.
After you go through the exchange. That's right. I mean, pretty much.
No, before you take the money from your bank and you move it to an exchange,
That's right.
and
That's
then
what I was just saying. You
yeah,
have
and
to
then
get the exchange first
right.
to get the currency, and then it goes to one of those three places.
So there is a wallet on an exchange. What do you call that
A lot of them.
wallet?
A custodial wallet.
Okay, so the custodial wallets aren't necessarily the safest place to leave your money.
Way safer than a hot wallet and not as safe as a cold wallet.
So, and then also, like for instance, Coinbase is the one that we typically use. Um, it keeps changing. All of these different platforms keep changing their offerings. So, for instance, we learned today that there are different exchanges in Canada. Both Veronica and Nina are from Canada, and so the exchanges there. I'm not sure. I think you do have access to Coinbase, but we just learned about another exchange that you can use, and so it's always important to do your research with anything that you do. And always, whenever you are leaving your money somewhere, there's going to be some process by which you need to have three different ways to access it. So
Well,
you,
we wanted to feel Canadian. So we actually signed up and did a KYC for this Canadian-based exchange, so that we could feel part of,
it's
So
called DeFiSolution.io, and that's a Canadian exchange.
that's right.
It's actually a worldwide app, and they just came up
It's
today.
housed in Canada, but it's world in a worldwide exchange.
Right. So there's a lot of and be patient when learning the process and dealing with Coinbase. Exactly. That's a, that's a good point, Veronica. The whole point to any of this is take your time. That is the most
If you
important
ever
thing.
feel that you're under a time crunch,
Someone's rushing
that's
you.
an immediate time to push away and come back at a later time, because that is the vulnerability any of us have to making mistakes, and it's just not worth it as we get acclimated and learn how to participate with and be part of this new way of doing business, of living life. So rule number one, anytime you're feeling under the gun or there's a closing window of time, push away and steer clear. That's a
Why are
that's a
people
great
rushing you? It's
suggestion.
always a really good question. Why are you rushing me? I'm just learning something here. So
I
it's
don't know. I'm not rushing.
silly. So tell us a little bit about your KYC experience.
Today,
Any day. What?
Well, we've already gone over it a number of times, so
you wanted to
it's just
talk
like,
about that initial challenge and how it became a little bit more easy for you over time.
yeah, we've talked about that on multiple, I think on day one and day two. I don't know how many more times.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's just I don't like giving information out
Oh,
and
so
it
that's what you're
feels
thinking about.
awkward.
Okay.
And so KYC to me is penetrating because I'm online and I'm putting stuff in and it
I'm
feels
sorry. I was wanting for you to explain. KYC means
know
know
your
your
customer.
customer.
So any exchange or anything online is going to have you do that because they want to know and they want to verify who you are.
So that's going to require you to take a picture of your face, to take a picture of your driver's
Passport,
license or
where you
passport.
live, what's your phone number, what's your email, what
Right.
your fingerprint is. Got to
No,
do an eye scan.
he's being silly right now. We
No,
don't
but
do all
really,
that.
all those things are asked for
Not
some of the
an eye
time.
scan or
Some of the
fingerprint.
time.
Okay. Anyway, so the point is, um, if you want to use an exchange, just be aware that there's going to be some kind of what they call KYC process where you're going to have to provide some more information. See, Veronica's appreciative of KYC, and um, and that it's just kind of part of the process. The DeFi solutions that we
That
signed
was
up
fun.
for
That was today,
today
so
was
that
the
we could feel
fastest,
Canadian, eh?
easiest way to KYC that we've ever had. So, and we've done it over and over and over again through the years. So, it's I just got an email today from Chase Payment Tech asking for aha. Yes. Yes, yes. So, um at any rate, we're going to move on and do a little bit more interaction at the end of what we share. So we talked a little bit about safety first, um,
The wallets.
the wallets. Oh,
So the
and
next one is exchanges, which is where everything happens to get set up. And there's a whole bunch of them out there. And the reason why we signed up for the one today in Canada is because of you too, right? I mean, like, if it weren't for Veronica and Nina, we probably would have passed because we have accounts at other exchanges here. But we heard Canada, we heard Vancouver, we know that Veronica is the western
Calgary.
side of Calgary or
Yeah.
Edmonton area, so Alberta. So we thought, how fun! Like let's go ahead and load up into that. So we did that today, and Salena was right. It was one of the most streamlined, efficient, user
You
friendly.
just take
Probably
a
because
picture.
Canadians are more efficient than us. I don't know. But
You just take
anyhow,
a picture
the
of
process was good.
the QR code, and then everything automatically feeds. You take a picture, it automatically feeds. You turn a picture of your driver's license, you turn it over, take another picture, take a picture of yourself, and it's like less than a minute, and that has never been that easy before. So you may enjoy going with DeFiSolution.io to do your KYC. Now,
I've been stuck in a KYC loop with my driver's license where I was taking a picture of it, but it wouldn't load up. Then I had to change it, and I had to, it was like I was in this loop where it was their software that was on the fritz,
it's not
and
just the
it
software.
was
This is his phone. This is my phone. I'm sorry you can't see. But anyway, he has a very, very old phone, and where he would take a
so
picture
old. Uh-huh. Yeah, it's so old. Oh my God, this thing's archaic.
when
Oh.
when he would take a picture,
This is
the
the
picture
latest
would
and greatest, by the way. State of the art. Just got it today.
okay, stop it. When he would take a picture, the picture would be higher than where he was taking it from.
And
So
then her phone did it. Then we knew it was software issues, right? So, anyhow, bottom line is we never had such a great process with a KYC than today with the Canadian exchange, DeFi .io. Is that what it is?
DeFi Solutions
DeFi Solutions with an
dot
S, .io.
io is a really now why? This might be a real good question for you. Why would I want to take money out of my bank and move it over to an exchange? For what? What am I doing with this? You're purchasing a type of cryptocurrency, and we encourage you to go with if you're going to buy a cryptocurrency and you're not planning to do any trading of any kind, you're going to likely want to go with the stable coin, either USDC or USDT, to make a purchase. And what are you purchasing? That's the fun part. What's out there to purchase? Some of the things that we're doing right now on Coinbase is we purchase a little bit of Bitcoin every single week. And when he said you just hold on to it, another way of hearing, some people call themselves hodlers. That word came from somebody misspelling it years and years ago, and it's just stuck.
No kidding.
Yeah, that's what a hodler is someone that
How
forgot to
fun.
change HOLD to HODL. Hodler. Anyway, in case you're curious, that's where hodlers came from, and that's what we do. We are building up our Bitcoin simply because Bitcoin is a coin that's worthy of it's considered digital gold. And
Well,
so
we actually, to be very frank, we stopped getting it, and now we're getting Ethereum and Solana and XRP. With that being said, just little micro things every week. So $10, $20. We did that with Bitcoin for a long, long time, but we're doing it differently now. So that's why it's just small little increments, and you hold it, and you watch the magic happen, which obviously is not guaranteed, but it's you do your research and you find the currencies that have the most utility or the most projections for utility to happen. And obviously, there's maybe 20 coins out there that are valid, authentic, and real. And then there's thousands and thousands of,
meme coin.
meme or bullshit coins, right? So you want to focus on the 10 or 20 that are valid and real and have a purpose and are sustainable and the real deal. And you want to let the other thousands and thousands and thousands go by the wayside. Don't pay any attention to them.
So, we really want to help you dive in. We personally use MetaMask as the hot wallet,
Yeah.
but there are hundreds of them out there. So you really want to do your research. Just research what's a good hot wallet for Canadians. That's what we did, and that's how we came up with MetaMask. But we've also used 4 or 5 other wallets as
So that's a,
well.
that's a really great point. So the hot wallet we use is MetaMask, but as said, there's hundreds. The exchange we use is Coinbase, but as said, there's literally hundreds. And the community we use is called New Era, of which there's actually hundreds. So we've just navigated our way to those three through experience and trial and error. And if you want to do what we do that. If you want to dabble yourself and cut your own chops and get your sea legs underneath you with trial and error, please do. Um, However, my point would be why, when we've already done we've already done the trial and error, and these three are viable and authentic and real.
If
There's
they can, if
there's
they
there's
can in
other ones
Canada.
out there
Yeah.
that like anything in life, are not so authentic and not so real, and we've had to learn the hard way. But
Well, and it's really about research. So, I think that's the biggest thing that we've really had to learn is that we don't want to dive into things right away we have. And that's how we found out it would have been better to have waited and learn more about it. In fact, anything that you can just kind of sit back and watch, or anyone that you can just sit back and watch what they're doing, is better than diving right in, especially to something brand new that you don't know much about. But also, like Steve said, a New Era is an organization that's just opened up in the United States, but it has been in Canada. In fact, uh,
Vancouver,
it's in Vancouver, and they have
Canadian Innovation Network. Isn't that
yes,
cool?
yes,
CINet is what it's called.
yes, and they actually have is it a free class for the first 25 people that sign up coming up on
On
March
Thursday evening, the 26th.
26th, and it's how to prepare for AI. So if you're interested in that, we can get you a promotional code so that you can get in for free. Um, but also, if you're interested in learning more about how to choose a wallet, we're more than happy to walk through that with you. So, do you guys have any additional questions at this point? I'm seeing that.
I would
Oh,
say
how do you trust that it's a real site and not a dummy or a scam site when it is decentralized? So are you referring to a wallet? What are you referring to, Nina? I mean, I guess that could be the case for anything that you try and set up.
I see.
Okay, Nina, I'll most certainly get you the code for that free class. But going back to your question, when you say, how do you trust it's a real site and not a dummy or scam site? Are you talking about investments? What are you talking about, dear? Oh, when uploading all your info on a wallet. That's a really good question because there are companies that are out there trying to scam and pretend that they are, for instance, MetaMask. So it's very, very important to double check and confirm that you're on the right site. And how do you, that's a good question. I'm gonna get an answer to your question, Nina, so that you know for certain, because that's a question that, that's a warning that came across to us recently that MetaMask has a scam site out there pretending to be MetaMask, and you don't want to be obviously giving your money or your information there. So I will absolutely confirm um, how you go about doing that. And I'll get back to you on that, and I'll put it on the the question and answer section of our series today.
Well, what we found too is usually there's just one little small thing off with the authentic address. So it looks quickly like it's the real address, but they have one thing altered, or they have a flash that comes up when you're on the website to divert you. And so those are the two ways we've been pulled off track and have been tricked, if you will. But yeah, it's anything navigating the digital age has its vulnerabilities, and then there's people who are focusing on exposing those vulnerabilities, and you just have to be on your game, and you got to keep your dukes up, so to speak.
It has happened with online banking and people pretend and get e-transfer money. That's exactly right, Nina. There's a
Sure.
lot of scams out there and ways to mess around with people's stuff, but I will absolutely confirm
That's
what
why
the
community is critical.
right. And
You
don't send your money until you know for sure. Absolutely. Let's double and triple check things.
and the power of being in a group is paramount. So, if you have 20, 30, 100, 200 people that are varying from expert to greenhorns or novices, everyone can help each other, and you're able to navigate a much more efficient route to getting what you want, as opposed to trying to do it on your own. I know all the times I've gotten in trouble with Salena or with myself online have been with just her or with just me. And all the times we haven't gotten in trouble, every time it's worked out perfectly, we've been connected to a community or a tribe or people like-minded, seeking how to really navigate the digital revolution, because there's so many areas that it's penetrating. I mean, can you believe they even call these things phones? And this thing is not a phone, right? It's basically it's a carried profile of who I am, that guises itself as a phone. So anyhow, those are some great questions, and those are some of our answers to it.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, again, we're really, really happy that you guys are here with us today and are completely willing to help you figure out where to go from here. Um,
I think the key too is just to recognize that it's bumpy. I mean, it's just a bumpy ride, and that's because it's new, and we didn't get indoctrinated with it as teenagers and youngsters are now. This is no problem for them. For us, say anyone north of 30, 35, 40 years old, um, it's awkward and it's bumpy and it feels, we've been, I would think, way more than most people our age connected to the internet and the digital unfolding of events literally for 30 years since the late 90s. And we still feel like greenhorns at it because so much changes so fast and it all, what I learned, 18 months ago is not applicable today.
Right. You
What,
go back and look at the site that you think you know everything about, and it's changed.
right.
So, like I know a while ago, Nina, while we were on the ship, I was encouraging you to go to Coinbase to learn about it. We went to Coinbase a couple of days after that, and I was like, oh, the whole learning process has been taken off there. So we always want to keep double checking, especially when we're passing information along.
Yeah.
Um,
Another thing to keep your eyes on that you'll be seeing more and more as we are is all different types of institutions coming up with their own version of the crypto card or the crypto debit or the crypto credit. And that's just a sign that, oh wow, this is actually really engaging now. Like this is on and cracking.
just have to
And
check if it's centralized or
those are all
decentralized.
centralized, but the fact
Yeah.
that, or where our sports teams play now is the crypto arena, crypto.com arena in downtown. And it's here to stay. It's I don't know what else to say. Like it's just I feel like if I don't try and stay one step ahead, I'm going to drown. And I know that's overstating it, but that's just how I feel. So
Well, we just want to thank you for being here with us over these 3 sessions. Your
yeah,
presence, questions, and openness made this space for us what it is. Blockchain is making it possible for people to send and receive money directly from one wallet to another without banks, delays, or high fees. It's like cash, but digital. Like I said earlier, it's a stable coin, USDC or USDT. Blockchain doesn't eliminate human connection, it actually removes friction that's kept us apart. And it allows everyday people to take part in what used to be reserved for institutions and brokers. So, some of the suggestions we made today are Coinbase, MetaMask. We encourage you to Google top 10 cold storage wallets for a safe place to keep your crypto. We use Tracer, Tracer.io,
Trezor.
and we're happy to share what we're learning with New Era with you guys, since you're Canadian, so that you can check it out and join it if you're interested. Just let us know, and I will absolutely send you the code, Nina, so you can attend that because I know it's nearby.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't expect anyone else to migrate to Vancouver on a Thursday night. However, you, Nina, is very, very close. But
You and
that,
Brent, I'll see if I could get two for you and Brent.
that's the main issue with getting momentum in this process is wallets, exchanges, and communities. So we hope that you'll either use the ones we use or find your own. But we want you to encourage you to be part of a community, get one or two wallets going by using an exchange. And it can be small. You can do it in 50 or $100 or $20. It's like even the reoccurring purchase we do each week, we do one $10 purchase and one $20 purchase
But over time,
of
every time.
Ethereum and Solana.
Yeah.
We used to do it of Bitcoin, but anyhow, so just small little baby steps, and it really, it really makes a big difference as weeks and months and years go by. It's changed our lives for sure.
Nina asked, how do you join a community? Because we're in the educational space and we're connected with other educators as well, we learn about communities. And the one that we've just learned about recently just happens to be in Vancouver. So
I mean,
we joined it.
and we love it. We love it.
Yeah.
A
We love the people.
couple of the people that shoehorned us in, we trust and we know from other
Very
projects,
knowledgeable.
and they're really, really fantastic
solid people.
human beings. And
Yeah.
so I can't speak highly enough of a community to join in that one. And as we stated, it's in your backyard. So, and it's not too far from Calgary, right? I mean, it's not close. It's closer than Montreal or Toronto or Quebec, but
Thanks for coming, guys. We love you both.
yes, yes.
Aloha.
And remember, the digital revolution is here. Let's do it.
Bye for now.
The only